Diving dominates Duquesne.
And the women's basketball team shines in their performance against Milwaukee.
All this and more coming up right here on the Penguin Rundown.
Okay.
Welcome in, everyone, to another edition of the Penguin Rundown. I am your host, Bryce Noel, and alongside me, my partner in crime, Donald Van Horn. How you been, man?
I'm doing good, getting through the semester. How about you?
Absolutely, and still, what a time to be alive, to be a Youngstown State sports fan. You know, we had diving competing against Duquesne as of late. We had tennis competing in Vegas, and among others.
And we have the YSU women's basketball team getting the win against Milwaukee.
Yep, and speaking of basketball, we're going to head into some men's basketball action here today as the Youngstown State University men's basketball team rounded out a 2-game road stint against Wright State University and Purdue University Fort Wayne. The Penguins took on Wright State on ESPNU on February 1st as a 13-4 second-half scoring differential paved the way for an 88-77 victory. The offense was red hot as 5 players scored in double figures, while fifth-year senior DJ Burns recorded his 13th double-double with 17 points and 12 rebounds. Youngstown State attempted to extend its 4-game winning streak on February 4th, but fell short 82-78. Despite the close loss, Burns recorded yet another double-double, which marks his 6th straight, a streak that started against Oakland University on January 17th. The men's basketball team is back in action inside the Beagley Center on February 8th against the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. You can watch this game on ESPN Plus or tune in on 570 WKBN.
In the previous matchup against Milwaukee on January 13th, the YSU women's basketball team lost in a 66-58 effort on the road. On February 3rd, the Penguins bounced back and knocked off the Panthers inside Beagley Center. After being tied at 15 through the first quarter, the Penguins shot 57% from the field in the second while also making 2 3-pointers on 2 attempts. Despite the high shooting percentages, the Penguins went into the locker room down 37-35 at halftime. The halftime break didn't cool off the Penguins as they shot 50% from the field, including 50% from beyond the arc. As the offense was firing on all cylinders, the defense followed suit, holding Milwaukee to a 31% shooting clip from the field in the third. YSU also held the Panthers to 29% shooting from 3-point range. Senior guard Malia Magestro took over in the third quarter, scoring 10 of her team's 22 points in the period, helping to get the Penguins to a 57-54 lead. With 3:20 to go in the fourth, Milwaukee tied the score at 66 with a layup, but after forcing misses for the rest of the contest, Youngstown State prevailed in a 73-66 win. Magestro led the game with scoring with 23, now averaging 19 game over her last 3 contests. 3 other Penguins finished in double digits as junior guard Haley Theory had 13 points, and fifth-year seniors Emily Saunders and Shaylee Kirby each scored 10. The team's next matchup will be in Rochester, Michigan at 7 p.m. on February 8th for a matchup against the Oakland University Golden Grizzlies. You can watch the game live on ESPN Plus or listen to the matchup at 1390 WNIO. And fifth-year Dina Gerald scored her 1,000 career point for YSU in the matchup against Milwaukee. To highlight her performance and career at Youngstown State, here Penguins Rundown, Dylan Lux.
Thanks, Bryce and Donald. With 7 points against Milwaukee, Dina Gerald's eclipsed the 1,000-point mark in her collegiate career. The fifth-year senior out of St. Joseph Central Catholic High School has scored over 440 points since transferring from the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga prior to the 2022-23 season. She's made 82 three-point shots since transferring to the 3-3-0, while shooting 33% from range. This season, she's made 44 three-point shots, leading the team. Gerald scored her career high on February 21st of last year at IUPUI, scoring 25 against the Jaguars. And in that game, she shot 64% from the field. This season, Dina is currently averaging 10.1 points per game, while also contributing a team-high 3.6 assists each contest. Her 82 assists are the most by a Penguin this year. Gerald's also led the team in assists in 2022-23 with 117, putting her at a 3.9 average per game. She's also notably shooting 87% from the foul line since coming to YSU. The 5'7" guard has played in 53 games at Youngstown State, starting 17 out of 30 games last year and starting all 23 games so far this season. You can catch Dina starting in the YSU women's basketball team's next matchup on ESPN+. Congratulations to Dina on a great career so far here at Youngstown State, and good luck in the rest of your 5th year. But for now, Dalton and Bryce, take it away.
Thanks, Dylan. The YSU track and field team hosted the YSU Mid-Major Invitational on February 2nd and 3rd. On day one of the meet, both men and women profited from a good start at the Watts. Two women, sophomores Ainsley Hampshire and Milana Shoemaker, tied for first place in the pole vault with a 4.06 meters. Each achieved their highest score of 3.96 meters, then improved to 4.06. Senior Esther Solarin won the long jump competition in her last attempt, leaping a personal best of 5.86 meters. Senior Ty Hunt won the long jump with a 7.71 meter jump, establishing a new meet record. Junior Luke Lawbacher finished third with a career best leap of 7.40 meters. On the second day of the meet, seniors Nia Williams-Matthews won the triple jump for women, Madison Murray won the 60-meter hurdles, Lauren Sheehan won the shot put, sophomore Kelly Noble won the high jump, and freshman Melody Harloff won the 400 and the 4x400 meter relay races. Senior Demir Steven Stewart ran 21.72 seconds to win the men's 200 meter race. Senior Ryan Meadows won the elite mile in 4 minutes and 11 seconds. Next weekend, YSU will compete in the Arkansas Tyson Invitational, the Spire Indoor Collegiate Games, and the Boston University David Henry Valentine Invitational.
The men's tennis team traveled to Omaha, Nebraska to play against two schools over 2 days. First against Creighton University, YSU picked up 2 single wins courtesy of juniors William Rissat and Nathan Favier, dozing to the Blue Jays 5-2. The Penguins tried to get back on track the next day, facing the hosting University of Nebraska-Omaha. The Gwins were able to secure the double point, and Favier collected another singles win, but the Mavericks were able to clinch the matchup early, defeating the Penguins 4-2. YSU will be on the court again this Friday, traveling to play the College of William and Mary. Then the next day, the team visit the Naval Academy to face the midshipmen. Updates on the matches can be found at ysusports.com.
The Youngstown State University women's tennis team spent the weekend in Las Vegas, Nevada, competing against 3 schools over 3 days. First on Friday, the team played the University of the Pacific. Against the Tigers, while the duo of Eliska Marsakova and Maria Oliveira won the match, the Penguins were unable to secure a point, losing 7-0. The next day, YSU was up against the Weber State Wildcats. The Penguins were more competitive, securing the doubles point and winning 2 singles matches. However, they could not win the deciding point and lost to the Wildcats 4-3. Lorena Cedeno and Lily Minich represented the 2 singles wins for Youngstown State. In the weekend finale on Sunday, the YSU women's tennis team faced the University of Nevada Las Vegas Rebels. After a rain delay, the Penguins were put on ice and lost 6-1. The lone point came from another Cedeno victory, 6-4 and 6-3. The women's tennis team will look to rebound on Friday, traveling to the University of Buffalo Bulls. First serve is set for 1 p.m.
This past Saturday, the Youngstown State men's and women's dive teams competed again. They went up against the Dukes of Duquesne University. Sophomore Emma Shum took first place in the women's 1-meter dive with a score of 266 points, 3-3. Shum and freshman Hannah Held will both be competing at the 2024 NCAA Zone Z Championships. Held won the 3-meter dive with a score of 258 to 2 and 3. On the men's side, sophomore Zachary Lau won both the 1-meter and the 3-meter dives with scores of 255 points, 2-3, and 268 points, 6-0. After Lau, senior Cody Till came in the second in both events with scores of 251 points, 7-8, and 233 points, 8-8. The next thing for the Gwins is a break between the teams. The dive team will go to Indianapolis from February 14th to 17th for the highly anticipated Horizon League Championships, while some swimmers will be in Oxford, Ohio from February 9th to 10th for the Miami, Ohio Classic. And now we'll send it over to John Ostapowitz for this week's Meet the Team.
Thanks, guys. This week on Meet the Team is none other than the University of Oregon's women's lacrosse team, as the Youngstown State women's lacrosse team will take them on this Friday, February 9th in Eugene, Oregon. Now, for the Ducks, they've had a tough 4 seasons, as they have gone a combined 14-40 overall, although they have had a tough couple of seasons. Their stacked roster is where their offense and defensive scoring comes from. Now, when you look at their 6 team captains, the defense is where it starts to shine for the Ducks. Lexi Likens, a graduate student defender, has a 17 combined game start, as well as finished the year 3rd in ground balls and tied for 5th with 8 caused turnovers. Now continuing with the defenders, junior Alex Matsuka led the way, starting 10 games for the Ducks in 2023, as well as a Calgary, Alberta appearance, as that is her native origin. And when you look at it, she started the lacrosse Super Sixes in 2022 and 2023. Now to generate some offense, to get that going, Morgan McCarthy, senior, leads the way, a team captain in all Pac-12 second team selection in 2023. Now the offense is stacked. There is a lot of supporting cast. There is a combined 16 underclassmen and a lot of veteran presence. Now, for the Penguins, will they be able to take down a Power 5 opponent, or will Oregon best the Penguins and start off hot? We'll find out when we meet the team.
Thanks, John, and that'll just about do it here on the Penguin Rundown. For all things YSU athletics, you can head over to ysusports.com, and for all things Penguin Rundown related, you can follow us on both of our social medias on X and Instagram at Penguin Rundown 1. As always, I've been Bryce Noel.
And I've been Donald Van Horn.
And as always, have a good night, America.